Xenophobia in America would diminish, okay? It would hit zero. Americans wouldn't dare dream of being xenophobic ever again.
Right, but the whole time, also try to get out of there. It scrambled down the tree, and that type of speed is real. So the bear first slowly went up to get the boy. Of course they can do that, but the way it practically leapt onto the second tree and scaled it in a second, that's really when a bear wants something.
Okay, so she's not factoring in something really important here. And I hate to be that guy, but technically the bear is on cocaine. So I feel like the reason why the bear is that fast is most likely the cocaine and not because this is a normal bear.
I mean, they can run up to 25 miles an hour.
See, that's another bear that was on cocaine. Classic.
So it should be said that bears don't do drugs. It is totally hypothetical what a bear would do if it was on tons and tons of cocaine. But this movie is loosely based off of a true story. But there was a bear in the 80s, I believe it was 1985, that was found dead after ingesting a big amount of cocaine that was dropped from an airplane. But in general, overdoses can kill animals just like they can kill people. And that's what happened to the real cocaine.
Oh my God. How much cocaine can kill a bear? It must have. Also, why did the bear just eat the cocaine? I feel like if I'm a bear, I don't fuck with that. You know what I mean? I guess it didn't really do it in moderation. It just smelled it and was like, this is fire. Someone said it looks like sugar. You think that's how animals operate? Chatter? You think animals smell stuff and go, oh, wow, this looks like sugar. I have no sense of smell. I guess he must have liked the way it smelled, though. He didn't know his limit, yeah.
Cocaine bear. The only thing that I saw in this clip that wasn't so accurate is that they're really not that interested in attacking people, right? Especially black bears. Black bears are the least predatory of all the bear species. They mostly have a vegetarian diet. They love their fruit. They love their nuts. Another thing people should know is that bears do not eat people. Sometimes it's happened, really, really rarely, but they do not prey on humans. If a bear is attacking someone, it's really because they perceive that person as a threat. I would give it a 6 out of 10. I can't imagine a bear ever leaving one person to go attack another person for drugs.
Okay, well, but you don't know how a bear would be. You don't know how a bear would be once it gets a taste of cocaine. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's real. Right behind him comes what's gotta be Mama Bear. The female bear raises her cubs, and she dedicates her life to keeping.
Okay, turns out I wasn't so wrong about the bear situation, especially as it pertains to Mama Bear. Turns out Mythbusters was wrong. Turns out Ray William Johnson was wrong. Turns out the game theorists were wrong, okay? I'm just saying the Mama Bear situation is correct. It's not just a myth, okay? How about you busting some bitches instead of trying to come in here and bust the fun I'm having with your fake Mythbusters nonsense?
This guy was technically just standing there, but because he was between the bear and her cub, she sees that as a threat and she
get fucking
ran
owned,
right
Mark
through him.
Rober.
So we often tell people who are like recreating in the wilderness, do not physically come between a female bear and her cub. Even if you notice a bear cub on its own and you do not see the mama, get away from there immediately. You are in danger, okay? They lose their mind and they just attack. So it's actually really, really accurate the way that they showed the attack. The way that the bear uses her teeth the most, like she does a little bit of like paw stuff. She uses those parts of her the most because they're the most effective. And again, she's not trying to like get a bite to eat, right? Like if she wanted to eat him, she would use her claws to tear him apart. But instead, she just wants to have those fatal bites to keep her cubs safe. But the biggest myth that the media shows about bears is that they're always on the attack. In some of the national parks that have bears, take Yellowstone National Park.
Wow. Turns out, Hasanabi Piker vindicated. Turns out, bears are not always on the attack. Guess what? You can chill with a fucking chill-ass bear. Guess she's about to say that. And guess who's saying that? A person who's an expert in bears. That's right. Just saying. A lot of you hated on me because I spoke the truth. I spoke truth to power.
Your chances of a bear attack are something like 1 in 2 million. So truly, bears are peaceful, they're docile. And with that said, don't bother them, don't frustrate them, and don't trigger them, because if you do, you might be in trouble. Like at this exact
See,
spot.
don't trigger the bear. Don't go up to a bear and be like, hey, guess what? Like, I don't think that you're very defensive about your children, or don't tell the bear about facts about sharks, about how Mythbusters busted a myth about sharks and the blood in the water situation. Bears hate that. Don't call the bear a bad mother. Exactly. You do that, the bear's going to get triggered, and, can't do anything about that.
I wish the character knew to play dead, because this is a brown bear, sometimes called grizzly bears. And with that species, it's really important to play dead, because if he just played dead right there, it's more likely that she would like nudge him a little bit more just to make sure and then walk away. But he's like still making a little bit of noise, and it's telling her like, nope, he's still alive. He could still be a threat. This is giving me anxiety. He shot her, and then she just attacked more because she's like, see, I was right. It just tried to hurt me. I'm just gonna like kill it and rip it to pieces now. So I can understand having a weapon and wanting to like kill it and fight back for your life. But again, you're safer playing dead until he can no longer hear or see the bear or her cub. Honestly, I'd give this one a 10 out of 10. It's, believe it or not, a CGI bear, but they really got it right.
How did you get up there? I don't know.
And of course, like, pandas don't really do the splits, but they are flexible. All the little YouTube videos you see
They're
of
so
like
cute.
Pandas in captivity rolling around and being cute, they really do have very flexible bodies, although they're chubby and fat.
I now see that the way to get through to you is with this. Oh, great.
Realistic that they would want to eat a lot of food, but would they eat delicious Chinese pork buns? I don't think so. However, a lot of people don't realize that pandas, although they're vegetarians and some might think they're herbivores, they're actually still carnivores. Pandas have the gut microbiome to digest meat, meaning they have the bacterial community in their bodies to break down meat and synthesize it for energy. So that means that it's possible that ancient pandas were.
Wait, maybe that's the reason why they're not fucking no more. Because, like, we put their asses on an all-vegetarian diet, and now they're just, like, depressed. Except for that one panda that wanted to eat the chatter's schoolmate's finger.
Carnivores and ate meat all the time, and probably if they wanted to, they still could.
Wait, did I literally solve the panda crisis? Like they're just low T. Put them on that Joe Rogan On It diet or that Jordan Peterson all meat diet and watch them fuck, dude. Watch them thrive. You can't even stop them. They'd be porking left and right, dude. You give them pork buns, they're porking left and right. You are wildly misinformed.
So, this panda is learning martial arts, which is atypical for wild pandas. But believe it or not, pandas can fight. Pandas have claws and they have fangs, long fangs that could rip through tissue really easily. So they have the physical structure to be very, very aggressive and violent if they want to. I love this movie, but I have to give it a 1 out of 10. I'm always happy to see polar bears. They're awesome. They are not only the largest of all 8 bear species, they're also the largest carnivore on the planet, and they are very aggressive. So to have a very violent interaction between 2 alpha male polar bears is realistic. We're not gonna have like an audience of other polar bears.
Okay, why? Okay, I don't want to hear that. Like, it's fine if you're talking about, bears attacking humans, but like, why you gotta ruin our vibes here? You don't know. You've never been to the North Pole. Okay. You don't know that.
Maybe if there's like a big common food
See?
source, they would
Look!
congregate together. Other than
They're
that,
doing it!
they're not really cooperating like that.
You cannot prove that the polar bears don't wear armor and fuck each other up.
The other thing that we wouldn't
The only time they ever address white-on-white violence
really see in a
Makes you
polar bear fight is the running and slamming together. Usually when they're fighting, they approach each other slowly, they'll do all the bluff charges to each other, and then they'll get up on their hind legs and start fighting.
They're having
but they
fun.
won't kind of knock each other back and then run at each other together again. They don't eat people, they don't eat each other, but they're more likely to be extremely aggressive. Polar bears are what we call obligate carnivores, right? So that means they just want to hunt and kill and eat. And because of that, it impacts their behaviors. They often say, like, if it's white, good night. It means that if you are in an attack with a polar bear, it's not looking good. As well done as the art was, I would give it like a 2 out of 10.
Bear fight!
I think it goes without saying that this is like extremely exaggerated. The bear was like slapping back, and that was actually kind of realistic. In fact, like, it doesn't take a lot of energy for them to like slap you across the face. But punching a bear in the face is just a really great way to irritate them and to get them to really hurt you.
Hey, Ron! I'm riding a furry tractor!
You can't ride a bear. It's kind of worth explaining that
I don't know
over
about that.
the years, bears have been used in like circuses and
Would you try to fight a
entertainment.
bear? Absolutely not. I'm telling you, dude. Catch me with a bear, we're chilling. You catch me with a bear, we're just hanging out. We're kicking back, maybe eating some honey together, some jam, some berries. Not a big fruit guy, but, I'll have a little bit. Yeah, we're just kicking back, smoking blunts, having fun. It's just like they're chill. We're chill like that.
Capacity. Don't train wild animals. There's a lot of ethics around this. Probably bear riding has been a thing.
Wow, don't train wild animals. Why? Because they'll be too cool. Okay, I see the agenda and I don't like it. Okay? No, I get it. She's like, oh, no, only I want to hang out with bears. Like, don't train the bear to, like, smoke weed. Don't train the bear to blast cigs and be super cool. And then maybe even do war crimes. Or maybe they weren't war crimes. We don't know. In Italy, specifically. Like, we don't know. Were there refugees inside of the abbey, or were they actually Italians with cannons? Well, it doesn't matter. The point is, when you train a bear, the bear becomes extra sick.
These days, you're not really going to find it anywhere. I would give it, again, like a 3 out of 10. Oh, that's something that every camper is worried about.
Yeah, dude, zip the tent up and you'll be fine. You're fucked,
If they're
dog.
camping in a place where bears could be, bears will smell something good in your tent and will come looking for it. So it looks like she just uncapped her bear spray. Really glad to see that. Bear spray is something that I have on me at all times whenever I'm in the wilderness.
Yo, chill. Yo, doesn't she work with bears all the time? She's just spraying them. Oh, Jesus Christ.
It can save your life. This is where this woman went wrong. Bear spray is completely 100% ineffective when you're in close proximity with the bear. It's just going to aggravate it and make it attack you. You use it when there's a bear in the distance. Bear spray is pepper spray, but it's not the same kind of pepper spray that we use to keep ourselves safe. It is extremely powerful and it shoots at a long distance. So if you sprayed bear spray in your tent, you would not be able to breathe. You wouldn't be able to see, like you would be incapacitated. You have to do it in the open, and then you have to get yourself out of there. So what they should have done is at the beginning of the clip, unzip the tent, spray the bear spray, zip it back up, and wait a few minutes and see what happens. That one was intense. It would have to have so many interactions with humans that
Is she not going to point out that black bears are hella timid and would almost never approach you like this? No, she has. She's a literal, like, bear expert. What are you talking about? You can't try to outwoke the bear expert on bears, chatter.
it learns a behavior to become a killer, like a deliberate predator of humans. Also, the bear spray situation could have saved them way before.
Also, yeah, do you remember when you asked, like, why do they kill the bears once they kill humans? This is why, I think. Yeah. Once they get a taste of human flesh, dude, they just gotta be clapped.
Before the attack actually happened, I wish they had just deployed the bear spray the right way. I wanted to give it like a 9 out of 10 because I was like, camping, black bear, fear, like that all makes sense. But then in terms of how aggressive and how like murderous that bear was, I want to give it like a 4 out of 10.
What the fuck is this?
Oh my God, what is that? Kind of has like the humps and lumps of a bear-ish. We can see like it has this extended kind of snout, almost like a horse head, and then like a more flat head. Black bear will either have like the extended snout, but then like a proper hump for a head, or a brown bear or grizzly bear has more of like the flattened face and like a much round.
Yeah, I think brown bears have weirder faces than black bears. Like, it's just weird. They got like weird ass eyes.
Rounder
I'd still chill with them though.
head. It's all over the place. One of the things that I'm also noticing is that it looks like there's places where it's like missing fur and just has raw skin. And believe it or not, this is actually kind of accurate because there are times when bears can be very susceptible to mange. The same mange that dogs can get. So it's possible that like a mangy bear influenced this animal here. Okay, I'm gonna give it a 1 out of 10. Like that wasn't even a real animal. My favorite
This is what
bear
bears
show.
do. This is what bears do in real life. Okay, look. That's what they do in real life. They just fucking chill.
Is a show that I've actually been in, and I don't think it's fair to really toot my own horn right here. So I will say that my second favorite bear show was Yogi Bear. And it was mostly about this bear named Yogi who lived in a national park and would steal people's picnic baskets.
See, Yogi, I think that's literally why I love bears so much. It's not even a joke. Because, like, we had very limited shows when I was a kid, when I was growing up in Turkey, and that was definitely one of them. And I feel like Yogi Bear is so nice with it. Like, it's just, that's where I developed an appreciation for bears and hanging out with bears and why they would be chill.
It's like kind of realistic, right? Like bears are in a lot of America's national parks and they love our food. That's something that
Yogi Bear's a dick. He steals people's food. Dog, he's a bear. You should be literally giving him the food anyway. You're kind of a dick for not giving him the food. You deserve the food to be stolen from you.
humans and bears have in common. Thanks for watching. If you
Like, actually, Yogi had his funny up, not his money up, dog. That's what I'm saying. She could have picked Smokey the bear. He saves us from forest fires. Instead, she picked a pain in the ass bear. She chose poorly. Nothing Yogi owns is his. That hat, the tie, nothing. That's so dumb. That's so stupid, dude. God damn, we watched so many bear videos. This has been like a old school ass like fell down the bear pipeline moment for this community. Like I used to do this.